Hey everyone, Hannah here for Finance and Fun Stuff, and today I want to go over our May 2024 finance update. I am really happy about how our finances have moved in this year, and I'm super excited to share with you all about how the last 30 days have gone. In terms of our net worth, as we like to always start on this series, our net worth is currently sitting at $4,063.73. Now, this is an increase of a little over $100 in this area, and although that is small changes can make a big impact over time, and it's nice to see that we are still climbing upwards. What's really incredible though is if we take a look at the graph as a whole and compare it over the last 6 months, and you can see that we have really done a very good job at increasing our net worth, and I am really happy with where we have gotten to today. And I am very happy to say that we have a $4,000 net worth, because that's $4,000 in the positive, considering that we still have an auto loan and a very small student loan outstanding. I consider that really very good. So now we're going to go over, as always, our spending totals. So this is the best part of the video because you get to see exactly how much money we spent on whatever items we spent it on over the last 30 days. And taking a look at our spending totals here, you can see that one of the biggest categories on here is going to be the Us Wants category. Now, normally this is one that is a red flag to see a huge big amount of spending in here, but this was something that we are looking towards in the future, and we have a vacation at the end of the year to go visit family, and we're going to the beach. And so we are going to be doing that, and we figured we need to buy those tickets whenever they are cheapest. And we had the opportunity to be able to buy those plane tickets at an extremely discounted rate, roughly 50% below what they would normally be at when they dropped. So we decided to just scoop them up now, and even though we didn't have exactly the money right there and we had to wham a bit to make it work, I think that is part of learning how to adapt to having a lower income, is making sure that we spend as little as we can on certain things, even if that means taking it in the shorts for the short term. If it means it's going to save us money in the long run, then I am all for it. So I am all in all very happy with our Us Wants this month. Although I do think the rest of what we spent on in this category might need to go down a little bit, I think we did pretty well, all things considered. Another one of the categories highly up here is going to be auto, and that was for the tire replacement that we had to get on there. So we put on snow tires since we live in Buffalo, New York, and living in upstate Western New York, it is definitely very snowy, so we like to have snow tires, and even on one of our cars, studded snow tires at that, to ensure that we are safe over the winter months traveling to and from work, since Sage and I are both considered essential workers and need to work every single day regardless of the weather. So this is a little bit expensive to get those tires switched every single year, and unfortunately this year we had to buy a whole new set of tires for one of the cars, so that certainly did add to this total cost. But obviously those are things that you buy occasionally, and they are routine maintenance to ensure that you are taking care of your vehicle. So it's something that we don't feel bad about, and we had saved for this for months to come, so we knew it was coming, so we feel good about that. Next, you'll see that my wants are up pretty high here. So this has only 2 purchases for the entire month, actually. It's a ticket to a show that I'm going to when Sage is going to visit some friends when we go down to Pittsburgh. And the other one is a upgrade to a festival that I'm going to, because I finally just got accepted to be able to volunteer for Big Dub Festival in Pennsylvania. And so I wanted to get the Superfam upgrade there because I wanted to be able to meet up with Level Up. And that upgrade allows you to do coordinated meet and greets so you can meet your favorite artists. And I am so excited at the chance to finally be able to meet her. And I would do anything to make that happen, even if that means sacrificing my wants for the future for a little while. I really wanted to make this happen, and Sage was nice enough to let me make this happen now. So I will be definitely paying a comeuppance for this over the next couple of months. But I did very well this month and said, hey, this is the only thing I want. I just want these 2 things. So I think I did really well, all things considered. Now moving on to the goals portion of this video. So the only goal that we had set for the month of April was to create a budget template for our lowered income. Sage is now only working for one employer, and so that does mean we are going to have a reduction in our income, and we needed to be able to adjust for that, adjust our lifestyle a bit, and ensure that we are going to be able to still do the things that we want to do, like investing and all that, and find a balance that works for us in terms of still being able to live our lives. Well, we did exactly that and created a template for all of the items that we absolutely need to pay. Those are all the things that are no matter what category, like rent, car insurance, phone bill, all that, but also some of the other stuff like gas, groceries, things of that nature, of what we would like to put in there every single month. Now, we have not followed this exactly yet, but that's because we are waiting until we get to the point where we can do this in a very efficient way, and that actually leads very well into our goals for what next month are going to be. So the first and very most important goal on here, which is going to be a little bit of a stretch this month, but I think we can do it, is to get a full month ahead on YNAB. If you are not somebody who uses the budgeting software YNAB, you may not be familiar with what getting a month ahead is in zero-based budgeting. But essentially what that is where you take your paychecks that you make on a current month and add that to the month in the future, so that way you always have a 30-day buffer built into that, so that if you ever need to, you can break into that and you can use that money if there is ever a job loss. It's kind of like an emergency fund that's built straight into your budget. So we have been working towards this for a very long time, and we have been kind of stuck at a threshold of about $1,550, basically the price of our rent plus the price of our current car payment. And we were never able to fund too much more other than those two things. But we are doing really well this month, and we are looking very good towards being able to completely buck that trend. And this month is a magic month for us, since it is one of those where we get a triple paycheck cycle in the same calendar month. So that means we are set up to be in a very good place to be able to make this happen. So we are making sure that that is going to happen this month. That is our biggest goal, and I hope that we can hit it. And I'm going to be doing everything in my power to ensure that we can. I recently just set up an HSA spreadsheet and managed to get every single receipt that I had and photos, and made sure to put them all correctly documented. And now I put through a few more HSA things through, so that way we could get reimbursed. And we are going to be doing more over the coming weeks, so that way we can ensure we are in a really good place to be able to do this. So that way, come the beginning of June, we can just budget out for the entire month at once, which is going to be a totally relieving feeling, knowing that we are using a full month's behind income. And our second goal for this month is to keep our income above our expenses. So this may seem like a completely rudimentary goal in terms of personal finance, but this is something that we are really hoping to get in the next 30 days. This is something we have struggled with a bit since we moved to a city, is having everything so accessible to us and not being able to correctly judge what exactly we want to do, and potentially borrowing against from categories that we don't want to borrow against. So I think we can get to the point in the next 30 days where our income is above our expenses, and at the end of the day, that is one of the most important things to do, is to ensure that you are making more money than what you are spending, so that way you can always make sure you are positive. That way, if emergencies happen and big financial things happen in your life, you are able to take that and be able to spend on those really important things that come up that you may or may not have expected, and be able to weather the storm a little bit because you are generally spending less than you are making. So all in all, the last 30 days have been a really, really good step for us financially. Our net worth has really stayed lateral over the last couple of months, but I think that's a really good thing because it just means that we are staying consistent and our investment accounts are continuing to grow. And if we can continue to get our investment accounts growing and continue to take the necessary steps in reducing our spending, I think we're going to end up in a really good place come the end of the year. It's insane to me that we have $4,000 in our net worth, and I really hope that by the end of the year we could get to somewhere around $8,000, $9,000, because that would be really, really awesome. I mean, hitting that obviously 5-figure amount in our net worth would be totally insane. But I do think that is a really big stretch for us, especially given our income level. We both work jobs that are not exactly the most highest paying in the world, and so we need to be honest with ourselves about exactly how much money we can save and put towards investments, but also honest with ourselves about how much we want to live our lives. And that's really what I built this channel around, was showing that you can still spend money on the things you love, as long as you are ensuring that you are also spending money on the things you have to and the things you want to do in the future. At the end of the day, it's your money, and you need to use it towards whatever your priorities may be. So that's all I have to say for this month's finance update. I hope you all enjoyed getting to hear about our financial journey. As always, if you did, please make sure to leave a like on this video, as it really helps this video grow and spread around YouTube. If you want to see how our finances grow over the many years to come, then you're going to want to make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every single time we upload a new video. And if you want to see many more videos from me, such as how my finances have changed over many different months, you can go back through these series and see every single video that we have done for the last few years and see exactly how our spending has changed over that time. It's a really interesting thing to look at. But this channel is about more than just the finances itself. It's about everything that I get to do for fun and everything my wife gets to do for fun. So we have plenty of other videos on this channel, such as like concert vlogs and things of that nature. So you might want to stick around and make sure you're subscribed so you can see all of the different content that's going to be coming on this channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care.